they are rethinking something. They know that they have to give you, you know, it's quite literal, the world, or not. You're not going to take anything else. They know that you're not going to settle ever for being second best. They know that they're not going to just... What is up, guys? What is going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing your September reading. And I know I'm like super late. I was on a holiday the entire August. And then Mercury retrograde happened. I was planning to record some videos, but I'm going to share more on my other channel what happened. It was absolutely crazy. Basically, yeah, I had like full effects. I have experienced full effects of Mercury retrograde traveling internationally, you know, and I'm just happy to be back home, basically. Anyway, guys, let's do your reading. So we're going to be focusing on September. This is going to be first of many that I'm going to do. So we'll see what's going to come up since we haven't read in a while. And before we get started, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Private readings are open now. For now, the option is to book it on my Etsy shop. There's also a spot for a private student. We can start in September. Everything else is in the description box. So basically, yes, go there for whatever needs you have. I am open for private readings. I can deliver them even probably like this week or early next week. There is even, I think, same day reading availability. So just check it out. It's in the description box. I had a very long holiday, but honestly kind of missed reading for you guys. Anyway, let's see what's going to come up for you. I'm recording it. I have a different setup because it's just too long to explain. But anyway, hopefully this works. Let's see. Your first card for September. We are starting with the Tower. What's going on, Scorpios? We also have here Judgments. Ooh, interesting energies. And again, guys, I have a new frame, so I'm figuring out how this works. Should work though. We also have here Ace of Pentacles. We have here the Hierophant, and we have here the Page of Cups. This is your general energy for the months of September. We're going to clarify them in a moment. Second row, what we're going to do, this is not yet the energy of your person. This is just kind of, you know, the energies you're dealing with. What we're going to do is we're going to take my Oracle cards and see how these energies work. Okay, the Tower is clarified by the Angels of the Four Directions. So if you can see this, you start already having this theme. You seem to have a lot of spiritual support. So you have like, you might be going through some pretty big transformation with the Tower card, some unexpected changes in your life. But what I do feel is that you have more than ever, like a lot of support on your way. Okay, let's see. Again, this is a little bit new setup. We have here Fear, Dark Thoughts. And at the bottom of the deck, we have here your higher self. Let's see what's in the bottom for Tarot, Queen of Swords. Okay, guys, so the way I'm feeling this is like this. You are kind of at a crossroads right now. And I feel like for a lot of you, there's choices that are coming in the months of September. I feel like a lot of these choices that are coming up, you kind of already have, like, when I'm talking about this, you already have kind of sort of a little bit of an idea what it could be about. Because this is something that's pertaining to the retrogrades. We have, what is it, 7 planets retrograde, which is crazy. We have Mercury retrograde. We have Venus retrograde just ended, Venus turned direct, but we have also Jupiter retrograde. We have Saturn retrograde. We have Pluto retrograde. We have Neptune retrograde. We have Uranus retrograde. What else do we have? Anything else? I think this is it, right? But this is a lot. And I feel like for a lot of you, especially with Mercury retrograde that started on August 24th, and looking at how, like right around September 15th, this Mercury is going to turn direct, and there's going to be the new moon exactly at the same spot where we had Mercury retrograde start. I think like by the middle of September, for a lot of you, you guys are going to become either very aware of this choice that you need to make. It could be a choice between 2 paths in life, maybe 2 different job opportunities, maybe 2 different places of living, maybe it could be 2 different people when it comes to love and romance. It just seems like there is 2 dominant directions, maybe more than that, even that's presented to you. But you kind of know that, you know, you have to make the choice. You have to make, like, you have to select some kind of path, because in the middle of this, in this reading, we have this Ace of Pentacles, where it's like you gotta, there's something that you know is going to take you to this increase in abundance, increase perhaps in opportunities, even just in general. You kind of going towards your exact goal, like whatever it is your vision for your life is. But it's like you might have questions and doubts because some things that are going on around you right now could still be sort of shaky. There might have been things that you didn't see coming that happened. I mean, hello, we had, again, Venus retrograde. We had such crazy transits, right, all summer. And now it's like something might have happened. It might have happened in August, might have happened in the beginning of September, where it's just, you didn't see this coming. Tower with a Judgment. And like, I mean, Scorpios are some of the most, right, psychic signs. But like, even we sometimes, like, you know, we cannot necessarily predict, right, every single thing that happens to us. And I'm just getting whatever this Tower is, which we're going to clarify in the moment. Maybe some kind of unexpected event. Maybe, again, it could be like you were planning to get engaged, you were planning to start a relationship, you know, with one person. Suddenly you met someone else. Or maybe it could be like you were all set for a certain job, but then like something might have happened unexpectedly. Like, that's what I keep getting. And I do feel like, again, you don't necessarily have to follow this path, but with the Judgment card and Angels of 4 directions next to increase, professional assistance too, there is a sense here that you are guided towards something. It might be something even with your higher self, you know, that's trying to guide you here. Because you deserve, I feel like, so much better than whatever it is you've been dealing with. It could be about a relationship. Maybe you were very patient with a certain relationship, certain person in your life, and you were like certain that, okay, things are going better, things are getting better, things are progressing. But again, something might have happened where you're like, you know what, I'm not interested in this anymore. You might have had a sudden change of heart when it comes to something. I'm seeing this also with this Queen of Swords energy, 4 of Cups reverse, Queen of Wands reverse. So you might have had this energy where, again, you, like, let's just say you've been manifesting a person, or you've been manifesting a relationship, and like things were going in this direction. You were getting positive results. Maybe you even got this person, right? But there might be something where you're like, I don't know anymore. If you're feeling this way right now, by the way, it's more than normal, because there's something here that's going to lead to a very big commitment of time, energy, resources even. I'm seeing marriage. I'm seeing, for some people, it's like a professional contract. And I feel like whatever you're going to choose, you have to be 100% in it. So if you feel sort of like you're getting cold feet about something, again, I'm not saying necessarily that if you're getting cold feet, this is a sign that, oh, you should walk away. But it's something that you should consider. Like, where is this coming from? If you suddenly feel like maybe this person you were so interested, you were so into, and like you're just like not feeling the same way anymore, ask yourself, where is this coming from? Is this coming from like genuine sense of you feel like you're meant to go in a different direction? Or is this coming from like there's some fears and dark thoughts as well? It could be even like you mirroring an energy of another person. Maybe they had certain fears that you were not going to accept something about their life for a while. And, you know, like their thoughts might have affected you. Like you at first, something they might have been dealing with in their life. Maybe at first this was not a problem for you, but they manifested maybe literally you walking away from something because you don't want to deal with it. There's something about this fear and dark thoughts that's going on that I feel like you need to evaluate further, because there is something here where, I don't know, some of you might be scared of commitment. Maybe some of you are also don't fancy, I'm hearing for some of you, how this person expresses themselves. Like maybe you feel like they are too shy or too immature. Something like that. Let's just clarify this a little more before we go into like you and your person spread. You have your 6 of Wands. Yeah, and for some of you, you're getting what you want. So you're having your victory. There has been a lot of things. Maybe you don't even see 100% how everything's been aligning, but things been definitely aligning for you. And especially, once again, I want to draw your attention to Angels of 4 direction, Temperance, which is this angelic being here, and also Judgment. So there is a lot of like your higher self support, right? And even like if you believe like into ascended masters, all of that, there is that kind of support too. 4 of Pentacles, I do feel like you guys are keeping your cards close to your chest. You've been getting assistance, maybe coaching, maybe some kind of professional assistance. But there is something, I feel like you're not as open as you were anymore, as you used to be anymore. I'm not sure why. Ace of Swords. Because I feel like for some of you, there is something about fears when it comes to commitment. It could be different things for some of you. Maybe it has to do with your previous commitment and how things unfolded there. Maybe it has to do whether this person is going to commit to you or not. Maybe it has to do with their previous commitment, who they were committed with, whatever baggage they might have from previous relationships. Maybe it could be just in general, you are not sure if you want to commit, something like this. I hope you guys are, I mean, I hope it makes sense to you because it's like pretty specific. Give this video a big thumbs up if you're resonating. Let's see what else. And we have here the Chariot, but I feel like regardless though, there is going to be some kind of clarity here and an action taken. I do think also, like for a lot of you, especially if you felt like in the past you were more on the side of things where you were pursuing maybe your person, you were the one following them around, you were the one like figuring things out, things are really gonna turn, things are gonna change, where I feel like if they want you in their life, for a lot of you, they're really gonna start showing you. And let's see how it works in your relationship here. And again, I haven't done this reading, oh my god, in a month, but it feels like it's been like, I don't know, like a year or something. Plus my setup is new, so be patient. Let's see, you and your person, let's look. Let's do our typical spread. Okay. We have here, but I haven't really taken the card yet, but you're showing up as Five of Cups reversed and Six of Pentacles. I feel like you guys were disappointed by this person before in some way. You might have just had a disappointment of how things are unfolding. And with the Six of Pentacles, for a lot of you, there is something where somebody new might have sparked your interest, or you just started attending to something else. But let's see, maybe it only resonates with a few of you. Okay, first row is you, second row your person. First row is used. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, and again, we had the Tower as your first card before, and now the Wheel of Fortune. I do think things are really changing. We have here Nine of Swords. Just one thing I do want you guys to know is try to worry less. Maybe this is about this Virgo energy. Maybe it's about just, I don't know, whatever transpired in August, because we had like a lot of transits that Scorpio were feeling. Try to worry a little less, because I feel like you guys are worried, and we'll clarify what you're worried about, but it's like, I feel like it doesn't make, like, the words that come up to me is like, it doesn't make any sense to worry about what you're worried about. Four of Swords, Queen of Cups. So I feel like you're worrying yourself, you're stressing yourself out for no reason. Like, again, some of you guys will be like, no, there's absolutely a reason why I'm stressed this about. I understand, like, but based on those cards, they are saying, do not stress out. Whatever it is you're stressing out about, do not. Look at this, your person showing up as the Tower. So yeah, there's something that went down, I think, between you and your person. Hierophant, the Tower, Hierophant. Let's see. We have Seven of Cups. I feel like your person is confused because they are ready to give you this commitment you wanted previously, or they, like, excuse me, if they had previous commitment before, it has finally broken down. Whatever it is, they are confused by the way you are behaving, is what I'm hearing. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. And I think for some of you, you made it very clear that you're not going to wait for them any longer. If that was the case, we have here Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have King of Wands. So the person really wants to, in general, like, be more assertive, be more confident. I'm hearing for some of you, the person you're dealing with actually lacks confidence. They're not as confident as you think. They are trying to be more like playful. They are trying to learn how to be maybe more flirty. But this is the person I feel like who is excelling in finances and career. And they're saying also pay attention to red flags worth waiting for. But I feel like the downside of this person, whoever you might have been dealing with, is that things did take time with them. And I think that you're not entertaining this anymore. I think for those of you who are resonating with like things were taking a long time or whatever, it had to do with either you or which is more likely them needing to release something from their past, which they were releasing. But we have here romantic feelings, but I do think this person has feelings for you. There is also subject of children that somehow could be impacting the situation. Maybe they want children, you don't want children, maybe the opposite, maybe whatever it is. Regardless, though, they are saying that it's worth giving this a chance, forgiving maybe them, yourself for past mistakes, keeping a little bit more of an open mind, because I feel like some things do seem as a huge deal breaker for you. Maybe they are, maybe that really is the case, just being honest. But sometimes something we're afraid of or are bothered by, it's more so of like really terrible thing in our minds. But if we actually sometimes deal with it for a little bit, we realize that actually it doesn't matter. Kind of like, I'm trying to think what to compare it to. I'm not getting an example, but sometimes you think something is so bothering, but really it's not an issue. And for some of you, that's the case. For others, maybe it's not. We do have here at the bottom of the deck, love yourself first. So I do think that for you, it's important to keep your own interests in mind, whatever you're dealing with. And also take back control of your life. Maybe, you know, it's not about like, Scorpios obviously is a sign that's very intense and extreme at times. We go 0 to 100. We are either like 100% invested in every single aspect of our person's life, or we completely cut them off. Like, we're known for that, like typical Scorpios. I feel like you can find balance. You don't need to, you know, like do all or nothing, obviously, if you can, because you can focus on yourself. You can focus on them, like doing the work in relationship, not you anymore. And then you can decide. You don't have to decide right this second what do you want to do. They are saying, though, that it is safe for you to love, and you need to stay optimistic about your love life. Because, you know, even though there's been some stuff, maybe even with family, and something with like you were not sure how things were going to play out, if you had any kind of separation with this person, you need to discuss something, I feel like, very, very honestly here. Because it's like, there's a lot of things that are unsaid, and you overthink, and they overthink, and it really doesn't give good results to anyone here. Anyway, let's go back to this. I do think that you guys are done with waiting, though, for anything. You're very impatient. You're very specific. I think some of you might have even given this person a deadline. Like, okay, especially for those of you who've been waiting for something for like 7 months. July also might have been an important month here for something. You are very much like, no, you know, it's like, this is the boundary, and it's okay, I think, to establish this boundary. With the Wheel of Fortune, there is this energy where I feel like a lot of things, the way they are in your life today, whenever you watch this video, they are not gonna stay like this for much longer. So it's kind of like, you know, whatever it is you're dealing with, you don't need to worry about this, because I feel like, especially I'm seeing as we go closer to the 3rd week of September, a lot of these things are going to change. Like, this is the energy that's changing fast. Retrogrades are also going to be the time where you're going to reevaluate a lot of things by the end of September, by the end of the year even as well too. So a lot of things that you're dealing with right now are going to change. So with the Wheel of Fortune, though, I do feel like you need to kind of like take back control of things you can. A lot of things are in your hands. What you want to happen is what's going to happen. Do you want to be with this person? Yes, maybe some stuff they are doing is annoying you. Again, it's like, it's your choice. Do you want to deal with them? Do you not want to deal with them? Do you want to deal with that thing or not? A lot more, you might seem, I feel like sometimes feel powerless about some stuff that transpired before, but it doesn't really matter, I feel like, what transpired before, because I feel like regardless of those circumstances or those things from the past, you have a lot of control still of the situation. You just gotta release, like trying to control maybe every aspect of something. You gotta release trying to figure out everybody's problems, you know, like carrying all these burdens. You don't need to do this with the Nine of Swords. You don't need to worry, carry the burdens, figure everything out. You need to reconnect, for a lot of you, I'm seeing, to this Empress energy where you let things come to you. They want to see you, they travel to you. They want you in their life, they make it work. Because I feel like for some of you, again, this might resonate with just some of you, you were the person who was figuring everything out. Maybe in this relationship, you were the one who was putting all the effort. You were the one who was doing all the work. And I mean, I think that there's nothing wrong with it, but it's like, it's got to be balanced. Like, if I did all the work, you know, for a month because of XYZ circumstance, you take the wheel, you know, the next month. Again, it doesn't have to be, we don't have to put time limits, but it's clear, right? Like, sometimes when you give so much and you don't receive much back, it's not even about, like, you just don't have anything to give anymore. Like, this is how, in a way, like my secret, how to get over anyone. Like, I've done this a few times when I really like someone. Like, if I know that I'm kind of done and I want this to happen, like the breakup to happen faster, I would just keep giving to a situation to the point where I'm uncomfortable. You know, it's a very toxic advice. Don't follow it unless, but it works. Don't follow it unless you want to like really break up with someone. But then like when I would sacrifice and I would give so much, I would like do this and I would like, you know, like let's just say I'm not supposed to, I don't know, like whatever it is, whatever makes me like uncomfortable, and I'm like, I just know that I want like to sacrifice something and this person to be out of my life. I would give, and like if I just don't receive anything back, a person doesn't even need to do anything, I'm already done. I just feel like, oh, I've given you everything, goodbye, like I'm done. This is, again, this might work only for some of you. Do not follow, it's kind of toxic, but I'm just getting here that for a lot of you the time has come to receive. If you want this relationship to work, it's almost like you gotta have this person, you know, like show you that, especially those of you where it's distance, they gotta show you that they are going to overcome this distance differences or whatever it is and make it work for you. Like, and again, I don't care if it's distance, you live in different countries, or you live like, I don't know, 3 hours drive away, whatever it is. I feel like this person's gonna come to you. And with the 5 of Cups next to the 4 of Swords, you know, it's okay to process if there is any disappointment whatsoever, but I feel like with the Queen of Cups, you have more than enough emotional support. You're going to be in this place where you're going to feel very good. Maybe for some of you, you were suppressing for a while some more negative feelings or some feelings of disappointment, and it's okay to feel them. Like, feel the feelings, let them go, you know, it's just feelings. It's only a feeling. There's a song actually like that. So yeah, something like that. Let's look at your person, the Tower. Maybe for a lot of you who announced that, you know, you're done waiting or you're done with certain aspect of their life or whatever, for them with the Tower, it does feel like a shock. And with the Hierophant, I do feel like this person is very committed to you. So maybe like you don't have official commitment, like ring or whatever, but I do feel like this person is very committed to you. Like, they feel committed to you. Also, for those of them who had any kind of previous commitments, I do feel like they have broken up maybe with an ex or something like this. And with the 7 of Cups, they are confused now with where, like, what do you expect from the future? What do you want from them? It's almost like, for some of you, it's a funny thing that they are showing me. Like, I don't know if you've seen this viral video. It's like from SEX in the City, old clip, something like, it's over, I told my wife, and she's like Samantha in this in the TV show. She's like, who is this, right? You have this kind of moment where maybe they had some previous commitment and they're like, oh, it's over, it's finished, and you're like, excuse me, but like, you know, it's too late or something like this. Because again, I do feel like some of you were very patient with them, but the patience ran out. And when the 7 of Wands card, there is a sense of where, like, like, I know it's showing up on their end, but I feel like it's really your energy more so, where you feel like you gotta protect your like yourself. 2 of Cups, though, the person loves you. Like, that's not you know, that's not a question that they love you. Let's see what else. We have your 6 of Pentacles. There is a lot of money they had to pay to someone, especially when it comes to this ending. So maybe, like, again, if you or they were going through divorce, there was some pretty big, yeah, look at this Hanged Man. There was some kind of pretty big money situation they had to resolve. Hierophant, High Priestess, 4 of Cups, Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups. And I feel like they are coming to you with a lot of love, but you want something concrete. You don't care about feelings anymore. Not like you don't care, but it's more like, it's not a question, okay, I love you, you love me, whatever. But if it's like, you know, you also realize that you want comfort, you want certain life for yourself. And this is not about using anyone, but it's more like, you cannot be sacrificing and doing things to your own, right, like, detriment, while, you know, like, you really just kind of, you know, don't, like, your life is not increasing, not improving. Like, I don't know if it makes sense to you, because for a lot of you, this is your energy now. Knight of Cups to them, Queen of Swords. And yeah, there is something that, like, ended in their life. Again, if those of them who were not in any kind of romantic situation before, I feel like with work, there might have been something they had to pay out. I see like a big amount of money they had to pay to someone. 4 of Pentacles. And They're trying, there was a lot of work they had to do too. It might have involved travel, which they enjoyed, but there was an ending at the same time happening. And financially, like financially, they are planning how to build basically like the future life that there's going to be like worth it, because they want to have a family, I feel like, with you, for a lot of you. So let's see. Okay, how are we doing with time? So let me just see what is this person's likely next actions are towards you. Actually, let's see first what are their feelings towards you now. We have Nine of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Yes, Page of Cups, Ten of Swords, Knight of Cups at the bottom. Again, it's not a question whether they have feelings or not. I feel like you are everything they've ever wanted. Knight of Pentacles, they are someone who is a little bit indecisive. Sometimes I'm getting, honestly, with Knight of Pentacles, Page of Cups, a shy energy where it's like they don't always know. Like maybe for you, what you're annoyed is that they lack certain masculinity that you're attracted to or something like this. Ten of Swords, they feel devastated about something maybe you said. Excuse me, I did. And this person likes to hide behind their work, is what I'm seeing too. But they have feelings for you, that's not a question. Let's see what their next actions towards you likely are going to be. Page of Cups. Judgment. We also have the Devil. Person is very obsessive too. I think it was showing up in your previous reading, so maybe the same person. We have Ace of Wands, Four of Wands, but I also think in a way like their obsessive energy is a good thing because their obsessive energy is what pushes them to do something. So I do think that this person is going to take action towards you to give you something that you want. It could be something passionate. They really also, like, I don't know what's the status of your relationship with this person, whether you've been together or like, you know, you've broken up or you just started dating, but I feel like this person really wants to be intimate with you. With the Devil to the Ace of Wands, to me, this is passionate, you know, that kind of energy. And they just feel sometimes, I feel like with Page of Cups, uncertain how to pursue something or how to make something work here. With the Judgment, though, I do see that they are going to, you know, rise, you know, from that. Anyway, we're going to take this to the extended. In the extended, we're going to do a detailed analysis, what's going on with them, what do they want to tell you, what to expect from them in the month of September, and so on. Link to the extended is going to be down below. Again, guys, my shop is open, readings are open again, my vacation is done. So like I have availability this week. There are same-day readings available, and I'm taking one more private tarot one-on-one student where I teach you everything tarot, even how to start a channel, everything. Link to everything is going to be in the description box. Love you all, guys. Link to the extended is down below. Give this video a big thumbs up. We'll talk soon. Bye.